Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. This is your boy Cashews.
It's your boy TK.
It's your girl Diamond.
And it's your girl Tasty.
And we are
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Hey, another week. So look, y'all, I'm excited about those numbers last week.
Man.
Thank y'all for listening.
Thank you.
Hey, when I seen that shit spiking up 100 in a day,
I was like, I know you fucking lying, man.
Celebrity.
Yeah, you know.
Did y'all see the comment though?
I see the comment.
Y'all seen the comment
I see the
though?
comment.
You know what I'm saying?
This is for Tasty.
If hey there, I'm glad y'all listening.
Yeah, keep that shit going.
Right,
that energy.
man.
Hey, but don't be afraid to drop a comment.
Right,
Please.
talk to us.
Right.
We want to know
Right.
what y'all
Fine.
think.
Yeah.
You know, we want to know how y'all feel. You know, we appreciate. You know, without y'all, it wouldn't be us. So we want to talk to y'all. Talk to us. We ain't
But
nobody
the
yet.
engagement, it was definitely up, like IG up, TikTok up.
Right, throw
Oh,
that
yeah,
out there.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
definitely throw that out there.
And then it's at Hip Hop Millennials, y'all. And then TikTok is just Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Right.
So y'all can come through, check us out on TikTok. And
Right,
thank you so
follow
much
us,
for the
follow.
love y'all showed on the last video on TikTok as well. That got a lot of views and
Yes,
everything. So I
yes.
appreciate y'all.
So y'all
I
definitely hit
don't
up.
got TikTok. I gotta learn how to.
Go ahead and get that
Hey,
shit.
that-
Because I ain't gonna
like
lie,
it, I like
got
it.
one, but I barely use it. But I'm about to definitely
Okay,
start getting
because
into it.
I be trying to keep up with the top, man.
TikTok is everywhere, man.
I can't
Okay,
lie to say
okay.
I watch the hell out of a
Okay,
TikTok
I need to
video.
definitely get
And
with
then
the times.
you really low key are forced to watch TikToks
really
because
are.
all
Yeah,
those
for
shorts that you see,
It's
that's
just
straight
TikTok.
from
That's
TikTok.
Yeah.
all it is.
Yeah,
Our
that
IG's
was
gonna be blowing up, y'all. In January, when we get the visuals going, it's gonna be sick. I promise you.
Right.
hell yeah. So then y'all finally be able to see us and
What
our
the-
wonderful
what's really
faces
going on.
to go with
What
these
like.
personalities.
For sure.
Let's go ahead and kick it off. Kodak, 21
Yeah.
Savage. First
21
of all,
tried it.
21 tried it.
21.
But I ain't
Tried it,
gonna
man.
lie.
I'm sorry.
21.
I
His
fuck with
songs.
21. I ain't gonna lie.
Let's
to
do
you.
it.
I'm
Let's
not
do a
saying
little.
he ain't got no hits though.
Let's do a little breakdown because I feel like 21 has the bigger hits.
Really?
Yes.
More known, yeah.
Think about that
yeah.
song Rockstar with
Okay.
what's his name? White
Post
boy.
Malone.
Post Malone.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Okay.
that's like Diamond.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
like Diamond real talk.
is.
And that's I don't know. But I
can see
like
that.
Kodak because that's that raw, that
Yeah.
gutter.
Yeah.
But they
Oh, you don't
both
get that
raw.
shit,
yeah.
But like Kodak
But
just
we talking bar for bar though. You gotta really, you know what I'm saying?
bar for bar. I
Who's
feel
better,
like
21?
Kodak is more talented, but I feel like 21 he
His
puts in
delivery.
more work,
Yeah.
so he's
Yeah.
getting better.
But you know what?
Okay.
New 21 though. I'm not gonna act like old 21 probably would have
Yeah.
caught that work. But
Yeah.
new 21 is definitely
the one that did
he-
after his J. Cole
There you
Drake
go.
Yeah.
collaborations,
Yeah, there
you
you go.
know.
He
Yeah.
definitely have graduated
He
from
stepped
A,
up.
B,
Yeah.
C,
And
D,
Yeah.
E,
Right,
F,
there you go.
G. Yeah, he
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
really,
He stepped up
Real
for
talk.
Yeah, he
And that
stepped
was
up.
my issue with 21 at first. The monotone, the
Yeah.
ABC delivery. I was
Yeah.
just like,
he's definitely grown as an artist. I
Definitely.
always liked him just because I think his style, he's authentic as a person, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So he is a, but I think he's definitely grown as an artist, and that's
Yeah.
made me like him even more.
facts.
For sure.
Did y'all see him threatening to shoot somebody over a basketball game recently?
No, I didn't do
No.
that.
Y'all gotta see this clip, man. He's getting fouled in a basketball game. He said, man, I'm about to shoot. You know what? If he just keep fouling, like he called himself, like, I guess you can't
But
get
you
that
know
shit
what,
up
though?
out
I
you.
like that about him though, because he just as much as hood as anybody else, but you don't hear that in the media though. Like
Yeah.
he ain't getting caught up on no beating
No
nobody up,
bullshit.
no none of that
Yeah, no
shit.
crazy
But
ass.
you know not to play with him either.
Yeah.
You
so,
see what I'm saying?
So both of these artists, they from, Kodak, 21, they both from the same freshman class.
Yeah,
And this
yeah.
all started with somebody saying, hey, I'll beat everybody in my class.
21 said he'll wash the whole class is what he said.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He said he'll give him all the business.
Like in
Kodak-
basketball or
No,
just
and
No,
rap.
music.
like a rap.
Oh, just
music.
okay.
So let's do like a little breakdown of like their biggest hits. Like when you think of Kodak, what songs do come to mind?
Super
straight off top?
Gremlins.
Super
And,
Gremlins, that the song with him and
No
French
Flocking.
Montana.
Jaw
It'd be
Lockjaw.
hard to
Lockjaw.
understand what-
Lockjaw.
yeah.
Okay, Lockjaw. So we got Lockjaw,
Yeah.
No Flocking.
Yeah.
That song with Gucci. Y'all know it.
No, I don't know that song.
Right, I'm trying to think what song you talking about.
I'm so fly.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, that was a hit.
That
That
was
was
yeah.
definitely
Okay.
that was a hit.
So
Okay.
these, I'm saying like his biggest songs against
21's biggest
21's
song.
biggest songs.
Because that's really what the verses be. It be
21
biggest songs,
has
biggest
a
songs.
lot with J. Cole.
He do.
He has Rockstar with Post Malone.
Yeah.
And on his own bank account,
I
Yeah.
got 20. Yeah.
Bank
yeah,
account.
like
It'll be a good versus.
I feel like he's known more globally than Kodak is.
Yeah.
You know
It's
what I'm saying?
that Post Malone collaboration.
I feel like 21 can go overseas more than Kodak can. You know what I'm
he's a
saying?
Grammy Award winning
There
artist.
you,
Yeah,
there
he
you go.
is.
That gutter, I ain't gonna lie, Kodak, you don't play that shit.
Kodak like plies to me, man.
There you go. He
But
baby
just,
Brian
you know what I'm saying?
that
Like
don't give
he
a
talked
fuck.
to a certain demographic only.
And you gonna take it. You gonna like it.
Basically, okay.
Hey, it's
I
working,
put
though.
Kodak, Boosie, and Plies in the same little category.
Yeah.
Not musically, but like that type of
persona,
persona.
yeah,
like
hell
I don't
yeah.
give a fuck about nothing and nobody.
I will beat up everybody. You know what? But think about the. No offense, I love all y'all. The height stature of all of them. It's not that high. As I'm saying.
Yeah.
You got the Napoleon
the
going on. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
funny. I didn't even think
And you
about
got
that.
money. That makes it even worse.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Oh yeah. But I fuck with Yak though.
No, absolutely.
for sure.
Yeah,
I just-
Super Gremlin is my shit.
Yeah, still. All right, so Blueface.
This nigga.
This dude is in the
Yeah,
news
got arrested.
every
Yeah.
fucking day.
Yeah.
Literally.
He is.
Speaking of toxic relationships.
I know. Oh my god.
Right.
All right, so he's basically been arrested for attempted murder. I saw the video. Y'all saw the video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't
He
see.
finna get
I
off.
didn't see the shots though.
He finna get off.
Like they didn't really physically show him.
No,
you know,
they didn't.
Busting how they
And
try
like,
to
they
get
made-
Exactly.
No.
And the nigga tried to hit him with a car.
Exactly.
I definitely saw him trying to hit him with a truck. I
Yeah.
can't say I wouldn't have done the same.
But the way they saying that the altercation started before
Yeah, 'cause
that,
it
you
was
know
in
what
the
I'm
club,
saying?
yeah.
So he want to be hard. I'm not saying he's not hard, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like, was he shooting at that nigga? Yes. Or maybe his people, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
I feel
right.
like it was what it was.
Y'all see him in the courtroom?
Yeah,
Humble
I
as
did.
a motherfucker.
He looked very angry in there. Like he
Yeah,
was
he's
trying
not.
to.
Right, 'cause I didn't get humble. I
Like, he looked
definitely
very
got
mad.
like
I
mad.
never seen that face that he was making. I haven't
Yeah.
seen him.
Well, hey,
He usually
when
kind
you
of
take
funny
all that jewelry
and
off
silly.
and put threads on the nigga.
Yeah.
You said,
He
You know, it was
definitely-
for sure.
He looked like he was-
I get
yeah.
exactly what you're saying.
Yeah.
It was definitely he was showing a different side of a
Tense.
yeah,
His
like he
real
was
self.
nervous.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you know,
Nervous
you
energy.
saw because you saw
Attempted
Jonathan
murder.
Porter
Yeah.
in that
There you
in that
go.
courtroom
There
and
you
not
go.
Blueface.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and he's only 25. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? He's young, and
And
you know,
attempted murder.
and you know, you
wait,
people.
bro,
I'm not
that's a
saying-
serious charge.
But once you start getting that money, and I'm not saying, you know, that he ain't been in the streets or whatever, but you know, when you get a taste of that money and you really out there living, making money, him and Krishan is really out here making money.
Yeah, they
no,
are.
no, I don't give a fuck what nobody say. Nobody
no.
wants to go to prison. Nobody want to go
Hell
to jail. No. You know what I'm
He
saying? This
saw-
nigga's scared.
he saw
and
him losing it all.
Right.
Yes,
you know
he
what I'm
did.
saying? Off of some, for what? You know what I'm saying?
'Cause
Because
you know,
the shit
yeah.
that him and Krishan be going, it don't be like jail.
It'd be little
it
spats
just
here
be
and there, but nothing.
media.
Yeah.
She be holding him down too.
But
She got the hose. I'm telling you,
I
she
just
riding.
feel like
Whack 100 was up there ready.
And she
tell you,
riding.
You gonna get our boy out.
She
Yeah.
riding.
You know, he
saw it.
released on what, 50K?
Yeah.
Was his
I
bond?
saw his
And
mom.
the judge knew that wasn't nothing. He's got to know you're gonna get out.
You know,
but-
so just follow the rules,
so
nigga.
angry saying that
No.
shit.
I bet you Wack was sitting there with the money.
the
in his
money.
hand.
And cash.
Shit.
Cash.
Did y'all
Right.
see his mom? She's
Yes.
like, I'm not
I'm not
helping
doing.
him.
I made
I helped pay for-
Tatiana.
Yeah, I helped pay for that shit.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
Yeah.
real too. You know what I'm saying? You don't know, as a mom, especially, like I said, he seemed like he definitely probably was like a kind of kid who got in trouble and shit. You got to think how many times she probably done bailed him out, got him out.
real.
And at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying?
He
They got
kicked
you.
her out his house
You know what I'm
on live TV.
So it's just like at the end of the day,
They made a
I
song
don't
about it.
feel that,
Yeah.
she was wrong. I feel like maybe wrong for going to social media, but that's just the world
That's
that
the
we
world we
live
live
in,
in,
and
yeah.
people want to be in the spotlight, so they're
Yeah.
gonna comment on. You
But
know what I'm
this-
saying?
I
Because
think- I
it
think
really
he's not
wasn't
ready
no
for this
point of
spotlight, though.
saying,
Yeah.
you know, I'm not doing this because of this, because it was not like they was asking for money or, you know what I'm saying? Like, you knew they was going to get, so it was really, in my opinion, just trying to get some clout and trying to get a little, you know what I'm saying?
back in the day,
for a little, you know, everybody
stuff
wanna be
like this
famous.
would help your career.
Yeah.
Oh,
I just
yeah.
don't feel like this finna do shit for him.
No,
Yeah.
first of all, because Snoop murder was the case that gave me, made him famous.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
millions.
You know what I'm saying? Gucci,
Yeah.
same shit.
Yeah.
We're not
I do-
there no more. It's
Nah.
so, you know why? Because
It
it's so
happens
much.
too often.
There you go. It's
Yeah.
so much out there. It ain't cool no more. Nigga, people murder people all day, bro.
Yeah.
Man, what?
Now you finna go to
Crazy.
jail for real. Like,
Yeah.
So let's keep it in the law, man. Meg Thee Stallion with the restraining order.
Yeah. Against the label
what?
and the distributing company,
Do
right?
y'all think that he be trying to like intimidate her?
I could believe it.
yeah.
I think
because
that,
she's getting bigger and he don't want to be left out.
The
Yeah.
label, what is it,
Absolutely.
1501?
Yeah.
Some
Entertainment?
shit you ain't never heard of. Which
1501
how it
Certified
usually be.
Entertainment,
Yeah.
and then that's the name of the record label, and then the distribution company is 300 Entertainment. So
Yeah.
it's two different people.
They like,
two
you're not
different
finna
entities.
forget about us, Lord. No, you're not finna become this big.
But I don't see that for her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, you know, we don't know these people. We
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
know what we see.
What we
But
see.
at the same time, I don't get that from Meg. I think just, you know, she not finna let people keep shitting on her. And I feel
Facts.
like everything was cool until that whole shit with Tori popped off and they trying to play her out like to be a goofy. But I think she is right now having to just remind them like, nigga, y'all who you are because of me.
Yeah.
You know,
Facts.
I'm the star now. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And I can use that, and you're not finna stop fucking playing with me. And that's where she at right now. I think she's got to a point in her career where her status is high enough where she can say, stop
She's
fucking
everywhere.
playing with me.
She's everywhere
You know,
now.
she's everywhere.
She was on a
is
Hulk
in
TV
Milan.
show,
She's everywhere, and she hot right now. And so it's
Yeah.
just like at the end of the day, you know, she was saying that they was trying to stop her, you know, with the AMAs with her certain songs, and I
they
just
was
feel like
trying
that
to
shit
stop
corny.
her.
It's corny.
All
It's
right.
corny.
So this is a little off topic, but Chris Brown just got
Yeah,
Booted off
the AMAs.
you know, I mean,
And
Like-
Jermaine Dupri was saying if they don't like that, and they saying they don't like because he was performing Michael Jackson songs, so it's just like you saying you don't want Michael Jackson there. It's just
who y'all really canceling.
Yeah,
Do y'all
exactly.
think they still holding shit against Chris Brown a decade later?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes.
There's
Once you get
something-
that, it's a
never
wrap.
goes away.
Like Kevin Hart still has it,
Yep.
like in a way, like you know, like that fucked his whole career.
certain
doing that.
places will support you, but certain
Yeah.
ones
Certain places
won't.
won't.
It's
And that's
always
just-
gonna be there.
Yeah.
Always gonna
'cause
be
it's-
there.
But
You
it
gotta think
also
about his
depends
family
on
places.
who you are.
Yeah.
Some people have gotten into some wild shit in their careers.
It's not who you
Flourish.
are.
And got
it's
past
the color
it?
of your skin is what we really talking
Gucci
about.
got a murder. He got bigger.
Yeah.
But he got bigger
To
in
us,
the
not
you know
to-
in the community
Yeah.
and because
Not
we
even
are
the
the
real,
not
yeah.
global.
that. But as far as
Yeah.
he ain't at the Grammys, you
Yeah.
know, he's
Yeah.
not
Absolutely
at
not.
you know he's not at the
Ooh.
AMAs, and I'm not saying that
Yeah.
those are bigger,
It
but
is.
in
It
society
is.
That's
and
what you
the
looking for.
numbers,
Yeah, all right.
you're looking for those
Yeah.
Grammys. They not saying oh you the best because you won
never-
a BET award.
Yeah.
I feel
No
like I had
shade
tried
or
to
disrespect.
explain this
Absolutely.
recently. I was saying like somebody was like Chris Brown is the biggest thing. I was like Chris Brown is big, but to us in a certain
Yeah,
community,
absolutely,
like you
yeah.
remember when he had that double
He
mint
could have
commercial?
been.
He
Yeah,
was
for
he was
sure.
He
right
could
there
have been
beating
way
that
up there,
ceiling.
yeah.
And right when all that popped off, it was game over.
Yeah.
Do I
People
feel
don't
like
forget,
they're
though.
doing that on purpose because they don't want him to be able? Because you got to think the song that's trending right now under the influence. That song is old. You know,
Yeah,
it's
it is
hella,
very
it's
old.
very old. It's from
Yeah.
the old album. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
it's just now getting the recognition because he made the video and stuff. And I think you know,
Which one, that Rebel Testing song?
yeah. And I just to win no more.
Chris Brown and Trey Songz. It's something about them two. Where
No, Trey
darkness-
Songz
is
he's a woman beater. Yeah.
Yes,
Trey, and he keep getting these cases up. Everybody's not lying on you.
I'm trying
you know,
to
we
tell
haven't
you.
heard anything new
But do
about
y'all
Chris
feel,
Brown.
I feel like it's a lick. I feel like he a lick at this point.
Who?
Chris
I feel
Brown?
like
Yeah.
Trey and Chris, they're like a lick in a way. Like
I
you already
don't
got
put them in the
this.
same
I don't
category
think
though.
so,
You don't think
I
so?
feel
Trey
like
Songz
Trey
is totally
Songz-
different. Trey
yeah.
Songz multiple times
He-
did
He
it.
just keep hitting
Chris
people.
Okay,
Brown
so
in the
look,
car.
even with Chris
that was
Brown,
the
think
altercation.
Yeah,
about
they
it.
do be saying that too. They say he's very
every
aggressive.
couple years, somebody comes out and
And he-
says Chris Brown and beat
That's
them,
true,
or
yeah.
something didn't happen. Like it's some about them. Once that allegation is on you,
Yeah.
people go like rape.
Yeah.
Like any,
Yeah,
if you have
people
some
keep- yeah.
sexual instance,
Yeah.
anytime somebody brings it up, people first thing they say is everybody ain't lying.
Yeah.
But
that's
what
true,
if
too.
everybody really is lying because of who you are?
To an extent, though, because it's like everybody can't be lying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and then when you
for
have
real.
proof, the Trey Songs, these women have
said
it's
they
proof.
he
You know what I'm saying?
dragged her
You
out the
be
bathroom
seeing
and,
like the
like, that's
pictures, the videos, and so
wild.
with Chris Brown, I think it's more so like they just don't want him to be able to come back from that.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that the ladies are lying. I don't know. I wasn't
Chris
there.
Brown
You
females
know what I'm saying?
recant. Trey Songz
Right?
just
You see
don't.
what I'm saying? I feel like that be like with money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Just
like
because of who
extortion.
he is.
They
but,
want a quick
you know,
bag,
right?
Trey
cases.
Songz, because I feel like with him, he's famous to us still.
Yeah.
Do you
but-
think Trey Songz is a has-been?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I
Absolutely.
mean, if you want to, because
If you
At this point, yes.
If you
I
ask
think
our
he is.
kids right now who Trey Songz is,
Yeah.
they do not know who he is.
and I kind of feel like Trey really never did. hit
Really?
like
No,
he
hell
did.
no,
He
no, I
hit
wouldn't
it,
say that,
but I
no,
don't feel,
no, I-
like
when
you know,
he
he
hit
had
it,
those
he
big
hit it.
songs, and
And-
it was over. It went fast.
But he hit it.
He hit
regard-
it.
But
It
he
went
hit it.
fast.
So don't take
Yeah.
his credit.
The
He
word- yeah,
did.
he did.
He definitely
He just doesn't anymore.
like you right.
Y'all might disagree with this, but I kind of put Trey in that Jeremiah category. Like it's like you come with
Jeremiah.
a big ass song every once in a while.
I
to be
can see what
used,
you're saying,
and
yeah.
it's like people come to you for
Yeah.
a nice little collab, but you really be low key most
Like
of
your
the time.
albums ain't busting off the charts like
Yeah.
that. I see what you're saying.
But Trey make really good albums.
He
man.
do.
For sure.
Trey Day,
He
the
does.
first
Man,
couple
what?
albums, are
just
songs.
like you should know who I am. Like, but you don't know who I am.
And that's where the altercations be happening.
No,
That
you a
ego.
regular ass nigga to me.
I don't even think I don't even think it be. I don't think it'll be
It's
like
the
who
R&B
it be more so
cockiness.
They
like
don't fall over him like he would want.
right.
Them
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
They're like,
And-
oh, they're not finna just bust it open anymore.
And if you maybe have, NBA Youngboy in the section and then Trey in the section, the bitches
gonna
Gonna
go
go
for
to
NBA,
NBA
You know what I'm
Youngboy.
saying?
they're gonna go
you
for
know.
yeah, exactly.
I don't know. Because I feel like
Okay,
once
so
you
we're on
got-
comparison.
You got that
You gotta do
clout.
age
You
cat- that's a
always
lot.
got
That's
that
age
clout.
category.
Yeah.
Y'all don't forget this is still Trey Songz
That's what I'm
R&B
saying.
ass
So,
nigga.
But think about the kids now; they don't know who
Yeah,
he
like
is.
our
But when
kids.
but he's not going for them. He's going for his audience.
Says
When he goes,
who?
when he like think
It be
about an
these
artist,
young
you go
bitches
for
in the
your.
club.
Man, what they
What-
want?
These tenderonies who
R&B niggas,
outside-
they want these young heifers.
But they know he
bruh.
got a bag.
And he
Of course,
does.
of course.
Yeah, so they going to
But
go
see,
on
they
him no
city
matter.
girl in this nigga.
So you feel like he's not a has-been?
I
I feel like has been is different as far as relevancy because I do want to switch to that relevancy with the Nas and 21 conversation.
Oh,
but
yeah.
like with the Trey Songz thing, I think he's still as relevant as he's always been in a certain space. Like if he had a concert right now, it would sell out
It
for his
would.
audience.
For sure.
If you go on his IG, it's
mean,
still
yeah,
millions
no,
of people
of course,
sitting there.
Well, of
You know what
course,
I'm
he
saying?
still has his fan base.
But,
we're
like,
just saying that, like,
I don't
as
think
far as
nobody's
his career
knocking
now.
him saying you're not that nigga. It's more like he's probably approaching people a certain way with a certain energy. Like I'm me,
Yeah.
and everybody's not biting.
and that's what I'm saying.
like
yeah,
this is
it's-
just speculation. We don't know because
Yeah,
he
of
could
course.
just be an aggressive ass nigga. in
Because that's what
general.
I've
He could
heard
just
and
be
read. They
disrespectful.
just be like, he'd be like, "It's me. I'm
Just rude.
He's very
Yeah.
You know who the
arrogant.
fuck I
He's
am
grabbing
type
him by the
shit.
pussy like
You know,
Donald Trump.
I could believe it. I could
real.
believe.
This don't
you
work
know,
for everybody.
You know,
Like,
but
why
they
don't
say
you
some
wanna-
people say
why
Chris
don't
Brown is like that. They do. I've heard
hear-
that. I've heard. I mean, so I'm not saying these are just what we think and what we
Yeah.
see on the
Just
internet. We don't know
allegations.
these people. You know what I'm saying?
Allegedly.
But
Right.
I just think that that should be fucked up. If it's not true. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna
Hey,
believe
no, it's
it
no
until.
Or to even snatch like this shit. Well, what we was originally talking about, taking it from Chris Brown and
Let me
not
tell
letting
y'all,
him perform.
This,
I think it's
we
fucked
seen
up.
this shit happening with Pac. Like it's like some niggas I just don't believe is taking pussy.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying these bitches is lying. Chris Brown.
Yeah.
You talking about motherfucking Pac and Trey Songz. When have they had issues?
I'm glad that you said that because
I'm talking about off of fame and R&B.
But even in still, because of who they are, you have to give it to me. Other
heifers
bitches
see
who live
celebrities
in
all
that
the time.
world and be in that lifestyle. No,
Nigga, I
nigga,
just saw
I don't
D
have
the
to
other
give you
day.
no
I
play.
don't-
I was just
Yeah.
kicking it with goddamn T.I., Gucci, whomever.
All these niggas ain't as swagged out and cool as we think.
They say a lot of these niggas is corny.
cornballs,
They be
bruh.
corny. They just corny with some money.
And that's
It's the
it.
image.
A nigga
It's
try
the
to
image
sing
they
to you
portray.
real quick.
That
Nigga, nobody
somebody's
wants you.
helping you
Yeah.
keep the
Yeah,
image up.
exactly.
All right,
Somebody,
so- Yeah, so let's go ahead, switch it up. Let's get into this. Come have a taste with tea.
Jump into it. So, I wanted to be kind of a little not serious, but just I always be talking about fucking and say we're gonna get it, but I just want to So, as an adult, like, what is your biggest insecurity, like physically? And if you could change it, would you change it? I'll go first. I think mine is my nose. I for a long time, I don't know. I was very. And still, I can even say insecure about it. Just it's big, and I hated it for so long. It wasn't until like I was grown and I almost like how it became like Black is Beautiful and the big features and when I was younger it wasn't that way. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't.
Look,
you know what I'm
I'm
saying?
over here staring at your nose.
But
Let me
it
see
is.
I
you know
never
what I'm
noticed it for real. Like
it is, and like my whole life, I used to
she used to get
cry.
tea. I
I used to get
remember.
teased. Like I really
Yeah.
did. Like it was a real thing. You know what I'm saying?
That's
And,
crazy. I've
And
never-
I've heard it firsthand with her not being around. I remember this one time. I heard a dude. He was like, "Dang man, she's so fine, but she do kind of like a big nose."
Right, like,
yeah,
and-
people used to really do her like that, like
in
dead ass.
real life, like
Y'all noses look similar.
But
Yeah.
I guess it's maybe my face is smaller. Like I've always been, but I don't
She's a
know.
girl,
But
you know
like,
what I'm saying? I got a
and
big ass head, so
right?
it's-
And he nigga, you used to
Yeah.
niggas with big bell pepper ass. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But as a woman, especially like.
My aunt told me I had a big nose when I was a kid, but she told me it fit my face.
Yeah,
I
I mean,
never thought about my nose ever in my life though.
my whole
That's
life,
so crazy.
like I had issues
Yeah.
about it. Like
change it?
before I wanted to, like I used to want to get plastic surgery for a really, really long time. Like, but I don't know. I just I've been do therapy. You just, you
shit.
learn
That's
to
real
love
shit.
yourself,
Okay.
and so no, now I wouldn't. They don't know like that about me. Like they only see like such like confident and but it'd be so crazy because even in sometimes like especially now like I'm single and it's like you really evaluate yourself and you look at yourself. You could go back to times and be like, well, you know what I'm saying, and I do, but to answer the question, no, I wouldn't change it now.
Okay.
I would
If I
say,
wanted to.
should I get into mine? Mine has always just been my eyesight in general.
Yeah.
Like my eyesight, my vision is my biggest insecurity. Like it's plagued me my entire existence.
Yeah.
So I've never had good. Some people like their eyesight decrease over time.
Yeah.
I've never been able to fucking see.
Our whole life.
What I'm saying? So that's the thing that literally still follows me throughout my existence.
Would you change it?
If I could, yeah, but they told me about shit so bad I can't even do LASIK like that.
You wouldn't do that. You would replace your
got
eye.
that.
You just got one.
Yeah, so I'm gonna take what I got, and I'm blessed that I can see and whatever. But physical insecurity is real talk. That's really my only one. I kind of been like really happy about my looks my entire life. You know what I'm saying? That's something.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's something.
Mine is like I can't fix mine, honestly. It's not my biggest insecurity, but it's one of the ones I used to have. I'm gonna go on my height because I was teased a lot about it, and it's ridiculous now to think about it though. Because now I'm cool with it. Like I'm good
for
with
sure.
it. Like,
Because you a stallion,
but
bitch.
Back then though, when I was younger,
when
that shit
when we
was
taller than
brutal.
all the boys,
that
we
shit
gotta
was
stand in the
brutal.
back
I
with the
got
niggas.
teased to no end over my height, y'all, and that
is so
used to make me feel
crazy.
so bad.
And it's a real thing.
No, it's a real thing. It's just so crazy to think about. Like usually your biggest flaws become the things about you that people
Of
like
course,
the most.
yeah.
Like kids notice everything.
They do, and they're mean.
And they're
Like
mean.
kids are cruel.
Your
Kids
nose
are
is so
mean.
big. I used to cry.
I used to. They used to call me all kinds of stuff, girl. You have no
Imagine
idea
being
about how tall I
made
was.
fun of for being tall.
I was
that
too.
is
Like,
so crazy.
I'm not super tall, but I am tall for a girl. I'm 5'7", but I've been the same height since like the 7th grade.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So
you got tall
I'm not
fast.
as tall, right? But I was definitely like in the 5th, 4th, 3rd. I was taller than I was tall. Yeah, and it is, and they do tease you. They do.
Man,
because
what?
boys
Especially
like
when
girls
you're
that are
tall
they
for
used
a
to call
girl.
you.
You're
Yeah.
tall for a girl.
What they used to call you?
Girl,
with your big ass.
anything exactly,
Like
or like
Amazon,
giraffe.
Amazon.
All that.
Yeah, that
Like,
wasn't
you know,
cool
you're
back
like
then to be
tall.
Amazon or like
Yeah.
Jeffrey Giraffe.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
for
saying?
real. Like they used to be
Old school.
roasted. They used to be roasted.
Oh,
for
kids
real.
are
Yeah,
assholes.
That's funny.
on just
Side
stupid
note,
shit.
this boy, he actually teased me. I'm not gonna say no names, but he actually was mean to me in school, and he was teasing about my nose. He was like, "Oh, I used to do drugs or something like that and pretend to like snorting powder, like because
Wow.
it was real crazy. It was crazy as shit, but he was really mean. And then it was like fast forward growing up, like he tried to holler at me like a motherfucker, and it was so
That's
crazy because you know who
All
you
right,
are.
so that's
You're
a
corny.
real last thing.
You're
too.
corny.
All
You're corny.
your
You
enemies-
know what I'm saying?
Your
Like
enemies coming back
and like
trying to
dang,
holler.
and I definitely you can't tell me I'm not fine. Everybody like they be on my head.
All
you know
the
what I'm saying?
enemies come
And it be
back,
so crazy
yes.
because in real life, anybody who's ever like I actually came across somebody else who I've been to school before, and I actually asked him like, did boys like me back then? I actually asked him that, and he was like, yeah. He was like, I don't know, like, cause he was telling me like he liked me and stuff like that, whatever. And I was like, it's crazy because I didn't know that back then. I really thought, you know what I'm saying? Nobody tried. I felt like that, and he was like, no, they did.
Shit, me, mine's has always been my smile. That's always been my biggest insecurity.
Yeah. So if you could take it all out and do it again, you would.
Absolutely. I'll fly. If I had
Veneers.
the money, I would fly to Puerto Rico.
I mean, you absolutely
Yeah.
could. Do. That's
I'm
a
going
fixable
to.
That's a very
thing.
I'm
fixable.
barely
Yeah.
going
And
to.
it don't
Yeah.
cost as much as you think.
Especially
Nah,
now, yeah, they
Ain't
got payment plans,
Look,
right?
Look, once this
Shit.
podcast get up, y'all. we-
Yeah.
Okay, look.
Support the your boy Kim.
I swear.
For real.
Right.
Hey,
Gorilla
man.
could do it, so can I.
Right. I
Yeah.
swear. No, for real.
Hey, but look, audience, we definitely get vulnerable with y'all. We can
Right,
be
you know,
I just
very
want to keep it real. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And just
yeah.
try
Keep
to,
it 100.
but
Yeah.
to lighten it up, always got two
Hell
questions.
yeah.
Y'all giving somebody head and they farted. What you doing?
Oh my
and it
God,
stink.
what?
And it stink. Like you stop. Like what you doing?
I'm
you
stopping.
you stopping?
That's disrespectful.
But it's not on purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like say, you know what I'm saying?
I feel
You-
I feel like if it's not on purpose, it wouldn't stink. You know, like I
No, that's crazy.
Like
Can't
intention
control-
makes it smell good.
Yes.
I feel like if you
No.
hold it in, it shouldn't stink because you're trying your like.
A fart is a fart.
I
It
know.
came
Right,
out
you
your
know,
ass.
but I'm not talking right because I'm not talking about a queef. I'm talking about a
know.
fart. Like you know
Like
what I'm
a
saying?
whole
Like you,
broccoli.
I couldn't do it.
and you know,
I feel like the reason why I would stop because with a
Like, y'all
woman,
stopping fucking?
y'all are too. That shit is too close to y'all shit. Even it is ours too a little bit, but from experience, when you doing your thing with a girl, her legs is up. It's open, bruh. My mouth. I'm gonna have my mouth open while you about that shit.
But it's not. I'm not like her being gassy, but like just say you know what I'm saying, you down there and it's like burr, and you smell it,
and
she
you hear
smell
it
it,
and everything.
you know.
I feel like you know when the fart about to come. You're not finna.
But you can't hold. It's a natural. I mean, I would
let me know. Babe, stop. Say something. You're not finna tell me you don't feel that rumbling in it.
Yeah,
but down to the butt, like.
I'm trying to figure out.
You ever fart by accident?
I never farted during sex ever.
No oral. She's talking about oral.
No type of
no, just say like, but if it was to happen though,
like you stopping or are you?
I'm gonna stop just because
and it stinks.
I do got a little standard.
It
I do got a little standard by myself now. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like
we could get back
to it. Okay, so what if it's your girl? I mean, so y'all just going to... I feel like it's just a natural body. I mean,
if it's my girl,
I would... Okay, so like, not your girl. And then change positions.
And then I'm going to switch it up just a little bit.
You just shutting it down because a little gas?
I can see it throwing off the mood, though, the vibe.
A little gas? But she bad. She bad. Like, she's bad.
My wife is bad. You got me fucked up.
Smell.
Baby, I love you to death.
But it's gonna go. That's wild.
That's what you fucked me up with the smell.
I'm sorry, I had Taco Bell yesterday.
Right,
so you mean
if it had no smell,
no,
I could rock.
No,
if it had smell,
but you smell like it smell like you shit in my mouth. Like nah.
So you mean to tell me you would be okay if your girl giving you head, not even your girl, the girl you're fucking at that point in time is giving you head, and you got a little get it slide out, and you ain't and she just gonna stop?
I mean, if she keep going,
but y'all answer my question though. So you have been sitting there and the fart just slipped out. You're not finna tell me you don't feel that coming.
I definitely had a fart slide out before.
I've never done it while oral was being done to me.
I farted.
You can feel it, right? You hold that shit in, like no.
I done had gas during sex before.
Yeah,
and
then it slid out, and I acted like it came from my coochie.
Okay.
Look, he knew it didn't.
It didn't stink though.
Yeah.
It didn't stink though.
Look, he like I knew that when you're.
But it didn't stink. That was like it didn't.
It's the smell. When you said it stink, I can't. You.
Hey, speaking of farting during sex, man, women be so insecure about that little. It's talking to me right now. We don't even care about the air. We like the air, like, but man,
do it again. That's how I be like.
One more time. Right.
Real talk, man. Hey, that's our Come Have a Taste with T segment.
Right. That was a good one.
That was a good one, man. I feel closer to y'all.
I'm not with the fart shit.
Like, you know, it's a little better.
I'm just saying, just a little gas.
All right, so police brutality is a thing,
man,
and this is a constant, man. NWA was talking about this back in the day.
Jared Hobbs
getting 41. His ass whooped.
It was working, that nigga.
I'm talking about this. This was like some Royal Rumble shit. It was hands coming from everywhere.
Camden County Sheriff's Office.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Did you not see the video?
Yes.
Yeah. It was 2 videos.
It was. I saw. I did see 2.
Yeah. One was from like inside the cell. Another one was like from the out. Yeah.
The ass whooping is serious, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all, dog. The way they was beating on him, man,
it was awful.
It was awful.
I think that it was fucked up. I think they was trying to say that he was beat. Well, this is according to the other inmates. He was beating on the door. And they told him to stop. This is according to the guards and shit. That he was beating on the door. They told him to stop, and he wouldn't stop. And that's why they was being like, beat his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's all that, you know what I'm saying? That's all that they're saying. And that's what the lawyer is saying. They like, even if he was being irate, the way that they was doing it, you know what I'm saying, was excessive. But they said that they willing to show up all the footage. He was only in there for not that long, like September 3rd to September 30th. But they said that they willing to release all the footage to see what's going on, with him. So, I think
he was in he had that little padding. You know that they wear that shit when you all fucked up and shit.
Well, he got arrested for speeding, drinking while driving, a suspended license, and then possession of a controlled substance. So that's what he was. You know what I'm saying?
I wish we had some audio.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to hear. Of course, it's not.
They want.
I'm surprised that the camera was working.
Yeah, they want criminal. He want criminal charges brought up against them. I think it's definitely going to be some type of charges. The guys.
I don't think it's going to be what he wants.
That was Rodney King all over again.
Yeah, I can see both sides, but then it's like the officers. They just want to go home at the end of the day, and you have all these criminals, that you're trying to deal with, because let's not take away from that. It still is a jail. There's still, these are still criminals.
You don't don't need 6 niggas on one person. Like that's too much. Think about you trying to fight 6 people. Yeah. Like
he wasn't even
trying to. Think about trying to like. It's too much. I feel like it makes me talking shit. Y'all some bitch ass niggas.
Oh, he was definitely talking
shit. They get tired of hearing that.
You a pussy
Not saying it makes it
nigga,
right.
I kill your family.
But think about how much.
That's what they be saying.
Well,
they be pissing the guards. They be throwing shit on.
Shot.
You know what I'm saying? That's what
a dookie Glock.
I can't.
That shit it's real.
I hope he definitely gets some type of justice because it ain't nothing that he was doing that they said.
I think they're gonna cut a check and make it go away.
Oh yeah, shit. I'd go away if he cut me one, a nice one. I need a nice one.
I need that Rodney King deal.
I need some M's.
I need that Rodney
every
King
fist
deal.
thrown, I need an M.
A Miller blow?
You know what I'm saying? What do y'all know about
25-year-old Shaquilla Robinson, y'all? This story is absolutely terrible. I hate it. She was on a birthday trip in Mexico and was allegedly killed by her friends that went with her, so-called friends, I'm going to say that. And Dejanay Jackson, Winter Donovan, and Khalil Cook was among the friends. Khalil Cook was the recorder, the one that actually showed the video, asking her, if you guys saw this video, he was like, are you going to fight back, Shaquilla? Are you going to fight back? She's like, no. And she's literally getting her ass. Dejanay Jackson is beating her ass, like literally. Then her dad did another interview and said that Winter might have been the one that delivered the blow that killed her, broke her neck and her spine. By grabbing her by the neck and body slamming her on the floor.
Oh my God.
The Mexico police actually said there was no foul play, but when she got to the U.S. and they actually did the autopsy, the lie that her friend said was alcohol poisoning was really not true and couldn't be possible. She was actually died. She actually died from a broken neck, and
because they fucked her up.
Yeah.
Yes, so is any of the friends speaking?
Yes.
No.
One of them spoke out.
Khalil's speaking out, and he's trying to defend himself, saying that it wasn't me. Like, y'all can't say I killed her and stuff like that. Winter Donovan went quiet.
She's the one that did.
Dejanay Jackson is quiet now. They all deleted their social media and stuff like that.
They had another friend. I think he was saying like he wasn't there.
He posted a video saying, I got there a day late.
He was like, when I got there, she was
Yeah.
already hurt. Like, he was like, there's no way I could have did it. He was
He's
like,
trying to
if you
cover
look at
his
the video,
tracks.
I was never there. You don't hear my voice. You don't see me. He was like, yeah, it's just.
To me, all of them is guilty. All of them is guilty to me, especially the one that was recording the video. You telling me you don't want to stop that shit? You sit there watching that shit happen?
I feel like they planned that shit before
it was
they
a
even
setup.
left.
That shit was a fucking setup. It's ridiculous.
Do y'all think that they took her to the country to murder her?
Absolutely. Now, I wouldn't say murder.
Probably just beat her ass.
But to beat her ass.
Yeah, to beat her ass. And it went too far. That's what I'm thinking in my head.
Come on, bro. Like, how do you get that mad on a trip that y'all fighting like that?
Yes.
Y'all supposed to be friends?
So that's the real question, is what happened prior to
make that happen.
That's, I think.
Well,
was she
there
pretty?
There was pictures that surfaced about the 6 of them without Shaquilla. So they've been like gang before her.
Okay, and
her and Khalil were best friends.
And
so
I
think Khalil was the one that invited Shaquilla there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying.
She is really pretty though.
That's why I was asking, because sometimes the pretty one be getting a lot of hate,
the
a lot of
niggas was
smoke
on her and shit.
within her own crew.
She is really pretty. Her dad
Shout
was
out to
heartbroken.
Kyrie Irving though. He
posted the money.
65.
Oh, good.
I saw that.
Yeah,
So he did it low key too.
Because he a real one. He a real one.
That's what's up.
No clout. No, look what I did. Like, he a real one, bro.
Her dad spoke out. He was hurt.
He was heartbroken, man.
I was heartbroken watching it.
Imagine
You letting your daughter go somewhere for a trip, you probably don't. He probably didn't even want her to
country.
go. You know what I'm saying? And then you never gonna see her again. All some bullshit, and it's just.
And they're saying that Dejanay Jackson might have the video that
They do. Somebody got
show that Winter slamming her on the
Absolutely.
ground, and she's just waiting for the time to do it to basically protect herself.
Oh,
but
that's
she's
just a
just as
smoking
guilty
gun.
because she was whooping her.
She wants to deal. Nah, she want to deal.
But she's trying to get off herself.
Yeah,
So they're
she
saying
wanna
that she
deal.
might be sitting on that video to release
How
it when
did
it's
they break
time.
her neck, y'all?
She snatched her by her neck and body slammed her on the floor, breaking it.
But
like,
even
literally.
it's still, but
not
that's
that
what I'm
hard.
saying. But like, what happened?
That-
Like,
to get to
what
that?
happened before?
That
30
seems like
minutes
passion.
before that.
Somebody
You
to
know,
fuck
Did y'all see her
somebody.
last
you know,
IG post?
that's what I
That
think.
sound
I think
like
it has
somebody
something to
fucked
do with
somebody's
a
boyfriend
nigga,
or
right?
something,
Like
yeah.
maybe,
You fucked my
maybe
nigga.
the guys who was there,
Yeah.
they were fucking her. That's what it
Yeah.
sounded like to me. And maybe the niggas was paying her attention, and they
And
were, you know
not
what I'm saying?
them type
Because
shit.
In her last IG post, she seemed happy. Like,
You know
like she
what
was
I'm
walking
saying?
around saying, "All right, y'all about to turn up, She's recording the friends, and the friends. When she walked in the room, the vibe was just off. Like her friends was
It
like,
was a setup.
Yeah,
It was a
like her
fucking
friends was like, "Oh,
setup,
I don't
bro.
like what I got on," and everybody got attitudes, but she didn't have no attitude. Like, and I'm like, okay. And then, I think an hour later, she was dead. like within 24 hours of getting to Mexico.
They should all go to fucking prison.
R.I.P.
Every last one of them.
So what type of consequences happened to this since it did happen in another country?
Well, in Mexico, they just ruled it, like no foul play, whatever. But the FBI is here investigating it now.
So what can really happen?
Okay, so at first Mexico was holding her body because they was like, well, let's just see what's going on. And once they didn't want no smoke, they was like,
here, you can have her, and y'all deal with it. Really, they could have, if they wanted to charge them, they could have
all of them in Mexico, but in Mexico didn't want them.
They didn't want to charge them.
They didn't investigate into it
enough. It was just like these tourists that came over here and fuck it up back to America, and y'all deal with it.
But how does that work? How can America charge me with something that I did in another country? I didn't do it on an American
because the country can pass jurisdiction.
And then the videos, they're out. So at the end of the day, you're a U.S. citizen, and these videos have surfaced now. Y'all are back. Y'all here. You finna go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's just like if you go to Jamaica and you over there and you kill a nigga and then you come home and never happened, and that video surfaced. You know what I'm saying? Or even if they don't, they can still, you know what I'm saying, charge you if that body pop. You know, it's just definitely
because countries coincide with each other. So Mexico could be like, all right, we're handing you the case, y'all deal with it. Type
for
shit,
sure.
You know what I'm saying?
And how do you pronounce her name again? I'm sorry.
Is it
Shaquilla?
Shaquilla.
Yeah, Shaquilla.
R.I.P. Shaquilla. R.I.P. Hey, we got to get on a lighter note, man.
Right.
Hey, TK, what's up with that replay?
All right. So y'all know this movie I watched freaking. Did y'all go see Black Adam?
I didn't see it yet, but I heard good things.
It was fire.
I
watched it with the babies. It was really good. Like, if you follow the comics, it was just pretty much like it's about them back in the day. It's the land called Kadora, I think that's what it's called. And it's like, it's kind of like, it reminds me of Egypt, but of course it's a comic, so it's not a real place. But it's kind of like Egypt where, they were slaves and stuff like that. So his son, the Rock's son at the time, wasn't going for it. He like, bro, we slaves. This ain't how it's supposed to go. So the king came over there making them find, like, digging the mines, find jewelry, shit like that. So they actually found something. And the rule was, if you find something, you get, a day off. You get, something for your family. The king was like, I'm not giving you shit. Get back to work. So the son was like, bruh, I'm not going for that shit. So he ended up fucking rebelling against the king. They ended up capturing his ass. Long story short, right before they was about to kill him, that's when the wizards and shit gave him the power of Shazam. So what happens is, whenever you say the word Shazam, you turn into like a fucking superhero, whatever. You get super strength, all that shit like that. So his son got turned into Shazam, and he was supposed to be the savior of the people. And then, so they was going to kill, they was like, well, since we can't kill the son no more, we're going to kill your entire family. So they went to kill the Rock, the mother, the sister, everybody. So at the end, his son, well, not the end, but at that time, his son was like, well, look, Dad, I need you to protect our family. I'm giving you the power. So that's how the Rock got the power. And he never started with it. His son gave it to him to protect their family. So long story short, he killed the king and just explodes everything, and that shit goes into ruins. So 50-some thousand years after that is when the people, white people always go digging in some shit, let's go find this lost treasure, and they done woke this nigga up, and all hell breaks loose.
And now they gotta try to kill him.
So that's exactly what happens. Let me ask this question, because you mentioned Shazam. Yeah. I'm not all the way up on the comic book shit.
Now,
do they have?
Okay, yeah.
Do they have anything to do with each other?
They do. Okay, so Black Adam is the original Shazam, if that makes sense. He was the original people that this group of wizards chose to give the power. But Black Adam he can't handle that shit. He took that shit to his head and went crazy.
Shazam like the Shaq with Shaq?
No.
Kazam, that's Kazam. Shazam was a movie that came out like 2018, 19.
I think so, yeah.
And it's like a kid who says
I was thinking the same thing. Girl, you ain't by yourself.
I'm so not on.
I literally thought the same thing.
I
was like, what?
We're talking about, and I trust you. Like, oh, that's crazy.
So you went to see Black Adam and now Wakanda Forever.
Wakanda.
No,
can I tell a secret?
Go ahead.
I never saw Black Panther.
You never seen Black Panther? Hey, it's a good movie, man. You should see it. I wasn't up on Black Panther when I was a kid, so I damn sure didn't know about Black Adam, I just
am not into stuff like that.
Yeah, that superhero
or anything in that nature.
I love shit with powers.
I'm going to sleep.
That shit turned me into a kid.
I will watch that shit, but it's the wizard shit, like not Harry Potter.
I
like goblets and swords,
Lord of the Rings, goblets and swords, shit like that. Nah, I'm good.
No. I don't like anything
imaginary.
Don't like. I'm not relax. No, but I don't like.
Hey, don't judge me.
But not that. So you like real life? You know what I'm saying? Real movies.
I like the show C.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
that's like back in the day. But that's like pretend because like everybody can't see, and then but his fine ass.
So what do you give this movie?
All right, so back to me. All right, so long story. I would give this one a 10. I ain't gonna lie. I give the movie a 10.
It's in the movies.
Yeah. Well, no. I think it just came to streaming apps. It was, but once Wakanda came out, he had to get what he got to get the fuck out of there. So he knew what it was.
Okay.
But yeah, no, it's came out. It's on streaming now.
10 me, he would definitely recommend that.
I would watch it again. I might watch it when I get home, and I ain't gonna cap.
Okay.
It was really good.
That's what's up.
Okay. And I want to throw this in here real quick, man. I just saw this. Y'all used to watch Power Rangers, right?
Yeah. Right.
I was the Red Ranger.
Yeah, come on, man. I was the Green Ranger, the White Ranger.
I told y'all we morph every time we say.
Well, in that case, all the 90s babies, man. R.I.P. to Jason David. The Green Ranger died at the age of 49. He just killed himself, I want to say yesterday. Suicide was the cause of death.
That's sad.
I'm looking at it right now. That shit is crazy.
He was just doing a whole bunch of cameos, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, you just never know what people going through, man.
Yeah, for sure.
He was a big part of our childhood, man.
He played in every Power Ranger.
He made it cool when they started transforming to the other shit.
He was just coming out with a movie.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's
wild.
Man, we gotta
internally, man, take care of your mental health.
That really just fucked me up, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So what would you do if your kid came home and said, "My teacher said white people are better than us"? Or
we finna head to the
school.
Let's not even just say white. If your teacher is saying that their race is superior than any other race,
but don't we all feel that way? You do,
but that's not his place to say it.
I feel like
Let's say
it's
your
wrong.
teacher.
I feel like it's right statement, wrong time and place. Because everybody thinks that way, and it's wrong. But as a teacher and an influence, you should not have said that to those students. You know what I'm saying? For sure. You know,
if you felt that way, keep that shit at the crib.
So basically, 808 Mafia. His son, no, it was Southside of 808 Mafia.
Yeah.
His son,
Bowles Middle School.
Yes,
That's
the teacher is going in. This reminds me of
he
Boondocks.
was definitely going in.
He was going the fuck off. He had dialogue for
them kids' mouths was open.
He has lost his job.
He immediately. But he knew that was
his recognition. That's exactly what it was. His resignation.
Fuck these kids. I'm going out with a bang.
No, but for real though. Right. Back to what Tasty was saying, like he was saying what every race thinks in a way. Like I think when we, as black people sit around and talk,
we do it all the time. We think better. You be like, that punk ass white boy can't beat me. Get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? You can't. We the trendsetters. We do that, and
that's how we talk amongst each other.
Right. It's almost a crime now, and I'm just saying, devil's advocate. It really is almost a crime to have like white pride.
Man, look, if they feel that way about themselves,
so you don't have a problem with the White Lives Matter shirt.
I know that's not what I said.
Right.
He over there laughing.
That's not what I said.
Okay. He was just wrong for saying it. Like I said,
you're right. Is it certain things you don't bring up? Religion, sex, and whatever in school.
My kids.
Right. It was definitely wrong. He was wrong as fuck. Like he should have been fired.
My opinion on this, right? This dude could have, on that particular day at that moment, he could have really damaged somebody's outlook on life.
No,
you know what I'm saying? Like
he fucked.
You're talking about one of your elders, like a person who you look to for information,
for guidance.
People find solace and protection in their teachers.
That's like another parent. You with them for 8 hours, almost 8 hours a day.
You tell me that you're better than me. My race ain't shit.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You pretty much tell me you hate me, but I have to stay in this classroom with you.
Hey yo, this is gonna be a crazy parent-teacher conference coming up. Next time I come to the school, it's on the popping, guys.
But I don't think he was saying it in a way that they're trying. No. Because it is. But we can all sit up here and act like we don't feel that our race is superior, but we do. We have black pride. We have, and it's nothing wrong with, what I'm saying? And again, like, remember when we was talking about that commercial I was saying when it was like, why white people can't be last in line and why white people not getting
stop
this.
The white hate.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like
it's more like love for me is not hatred for you.
It's
not me saying I'm better. I'm just showing pride completely in what I am because y'all know
so
historically.
you're saying black pride is not white hate is what you're saying?
It's not.
Okay.
It's not.
But is white pride black hate?
It depends on what part of the country demographic you
But
live
we're
in.
talking in this particular situation, you know, because the words that he was using, like I said, the ethnocentric.
I think once
you know
you say
saying?
superior, you're automatically downing another race.
For sure,
You're automatically saying
yeah.
I'm
It's
better
like-
than you.
it's-
You could have been like,
kinda
I feel like my heritage is more richer than yours or something like that. But you got.
But that's just calling the toast bread. You know what I'm saying? That's just being.
I mean, look,
and it is wrong. I'm not. You know, I disagree. He was wrong. He should be fired. I just feel like, or we don't feel like we. But you do. We was just having a conversation where you be like, we the trendsetters. We start this. They want to be us. You know what I'm saying? And you say these things all the time. Or just like I said, if it's a white boy, you know, any nigga. Is it not though? You I could beat this pussy ass white boy can't beat me. You know, all niggas think that they can beat white boys. Is it not? Why? Because he a white boy. Do all you know what I'm saying? Or so it's just like we do have that within our race, and I don't like when people as us and as African Americans, black people try to act like we don't do that too, because we do. We do act like we're better. Now, does it may come from a place where we have felt like we have been defeated before, so now we're showing you our power and our strength, and this is what we want, so maybe it's coming from different places, you know, but people, you can be saying the same thing even though the thing is coming from different places. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like I feel.
And this opens up a big conversation because that has layers to it.
But I feel like he was wrong. Shout out, that shit was fucked up. You should be talking to these kids about that shit. You're wrong. You should have got fired.
Talk to that shit in the teacher's lounge.
Exactly.
Okay. Yeah, you know.
Talk that shit with that black gym teacher. Okay.
Right, because these teachers out of control.
So let's
out of control.
Exactly. So let's keep it on these teachers, man.
Out of control.
Y'all ever had a teacher that y'all just was attracted to?
Attracted.
Absolutely.
No.
Miss Felicia Lester, she was my 5th grade reading teacher.
Okay, shout out to Felicia.
She was stupid fine.
Look, she about to have a random friend
She was the
request.
reason why I like
You better not get fucked up now talking. You okay?
Two middle school teachers in Arizona, Samantha and Dylan Peer, were fired after students discovered their OnlyFans accounts.
That's wild.
And Samantha Peer, who went by Chloe Carter on OnlyFans, y'all, she said that she started the OnlyFans because teacher salary was not enough. And she took summer jobs. She took any kind of job she could to basically make ends meet. So OnlyFans was her next resort.
That's crazy.
So the students actually she said she doesn't know how the students even found her because she said she blocked the whole state of Arizona just to prevent this from happening. And the students found her anyway, which y'all know the internet, you can find anybody.
Right.
So it doesn't really matter. But apparently she even had a video on there with her in the classroom.
Right.
You should be fired.
Well,
agree.
you know, she didn't. No, the husband got fired.
Yeah, the husband got fired. She resigned.
She quit. Yeah, she got put on administrative leave, and then she just quit. But same thing. But she was about to get fired.
The husband got fired. But why would you do it in the classroom?
I agree. You should be fired.
Yeah.
That's where the problem comes.
At this day and age, like,
in the classroom?
you're not finna, okay, you blocked the whole. These kids can find any.
Oh,
the
yeah,
fact
of course.
that they got wind that you even have one is where the problem
She
lies.
said she blocked the whole state.
How did they even get? I've never been like, I want that she had an OnlyFans and just start.
Yeah.
And then you had a whole nother name, so that means they had to find it. It's like,
the name that you were.
I feel like you're lying about how accessible it was.
Yeah,
she said she didn't think it would be a problem because nobody was in the school and the students were gone.
Crazy as hell.
Why would you be at school? That's why she really got fired.
And that's how they found you. You know why?
Because she resigned now.
It goes off of the demographic of where you're at.
Yeah.
You stop. Come on.
No,
bro.
but it was the video was in the classroom.
That's
Like
what
she
I'm
was
saying.
getting punished.
You saw your cubby in the background.
Right. That
in the
you know what I'm
video.
saying? So,
Stupid.
you know,
That's my
that
book
shit.
bag. That's my desk over there.
Right. And you know what? Because
Miss Spears fucking on the desk.
Okay.
Right. Even if the kids didn't find it, you know
That's
how
my
many
desk.
kids
That's
they
my
probably
desk.
heard their daddy talking. Hey, you know my son teacher, Jay. She got one
Yeah.
of them.
Yeah.
And then even
And,
still, these
my
kids
dad
is up on
said-
that shit. They
Come on,
watching the
That's
same
what I'm
shit we
saying.
watching.
It's not even, you know, you don't have to even do a name. You know, you can do like an image search, and people be like, it's so far fetched. But if you can find someone physically attractive, if nothing to get one of their pictures and do an image search and find anything you really want on them. I was
and
actually
these kids grew up in this technology
yeah,
stage. They
so
nasty with it.
Yeah, you know shit more than me. Like you know, you
What?
can go and Google yourself and find like your address, your everything,
People
like
who you-
online.
My-
Man, I would have done
What?
anything to see one of my teachers.
Oh my God.
Like, let me find your OnlyFans. I
the
would have never said
students wasn't the
anything.
ones with the problem. I think it was the parents.
It was
and
the mamas who was mad.
It was the
Because she
mama.
probably was busting it open on her son Cubby.
Man,
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why. The fuck out of here.
What are you
man.
doing, Samantha?
Right.
Not busting it
And you
open,
probably
though.
ain't sanitized nothing. Get your
Damn,
nasty
man.
ass.
And she still has her OnlyFans account, y'all.
She gonna that motherfucker booming now.
It went up. Oh yeah.
She probably about to retire from teaching.
Yeah.
She said she didn't regret it.
She's not going back.
She said she doesn't regret it because teacher salary wasn't paying enough. She said she was complaining that she couldn't make ends meet. She couldn't pay her bills and shit.
I feel like you got to try harder than that. That's no different. Nigga like, I didn't know what else to do. I just had to sell
go
crack.
to porn.
That's like
I just couldn't do it. I had to sell drugs.
I'm gonna sell drugs.
Yeah, it's always another way.
It's like no,
I feel like I don't think there's nothing wrong with it, but I feel like she should have resigned before she started doing it.
Fair enough.
You know what I'm saying? Because everybody always think it's another way, but so what? Sex sells, and if me and my husband could do, you know what I'm saying? They do it. She not doing it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I think as a teacher and you choosing that to be your profession, then you can't.
I would use your saying from the last thing. The same difference. It's not wrong. It's just the wrong place to do that shit.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
live your life, do what you gotta do, but don't fuck with it. We always say don't bring the babies into it. People,
the problem came when we saw you in the classroom, bitch.
Right? What?
And then she probably had on like a whole little teacher.
Oh my gosh, what's her OnlyFans, Joe?
Right.
Look, man.
Chloe Carter.
Chloe Carter, you gonna definitely
nasty.
Get a couple subscribers.
Fucking.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, y'all. So, the world, 8 billion people.
Speaking
of fucking.
Niggas been fucking.
Big fucking.
We've been hearing our whole life. 7 billion people on Earth. And you decided
to. You know what's. I think it's more.
You think it's more than 8 billion?
I really think it's more.
I mean, you gotta think about the undocumented people that's out here that's just being born in small.
In the woods.
Yeah. And they live.
You know what
I
they said,
we in the fucking trillions.
That the countries leading it are like the poorest ones, like Nigeria and Philippines.
What else you got to do? I'm bored. I'm finna wipe that ass.
Poor people
that don't have the resources to take care of the people that's coming in.
People who shouldn't be having it be the ones really popping them out because it really you ain't getting nothing else in life. You over here fucking. You know what I'm saying? So,
but that's why. And I ain't even go there. But you really with this whole abortion shit, and that's why they stopped that because it's the people who can afford to get rid of the babies is the ones that they don't want the babies to get rid of. But the world is getting populated with these. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, you speaking truth right now.
But that's another subject for another day. Right. But that shit crazy. 8 billion? 8 billion people. That's a lot, motherfucker. Yeah, it was just going on. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. I mean,
what do y'all think that means for us? Is like in the future and stuff like that. Like future.
We overrunning this.
You think we're gonna run out of stuff?
Absolutely.
No, I feel like it's gonna be a super Earth.
Y'all know that every person. But I'm gonna tell y'all this. All right, Elon, get into it. Right. Elon Musk, they already trying to.
It's a real thing.
Look,
no, but I believe like when they always say we about to, for example, run out of water, shit like that. Mm-hmm. This world is 80% water. Yeah. There's no way we could suck this bitch dry. Like I feel like they create panic for control. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like. There's no way in hell like shit just runs out. Not saying it's not possible, but as much as they make it seem like it don't, because I ate chicken. This whole goddamn, we ain't got no chicken. That's all I'm saying.
And there's still there's still plenty of places that are like underpopulated and untouched.
Never been.
There's plenty of places.
It's controlled.
We get more people and less animals.
Yeah, that might be.
Remember I was saying y'all need to be eating these beans.
But think about
how
many
vegetables.
How many offsprings animals has versus humans though? Yeah. Every animal has no less than. But most animals don't have single births. There's a lot of
not really, not the ones that we eat, nigga. You gotta think it don't be
chickens make like
those are just only eggs. But we talking about like the cows and shit like
and shit
no, but I mean we talking about like cows. They don't be it's not hell of them that come out. It don't be like one or two or maybe 3, right? Am I wrong? You see what I'm saying?
But that's where the genetically modified shit.
You see what I'm saying? Or even like
cloning and all that.
Exactly like that. Like that's. You know what? Because y'all not eating chicken. I'm telling you, that's why we need to start growing these vegetables and living off the land.
I think that shit is this way longer than people think. They're just noticing. Like, I think we stopped eating real food in the 80s.
I mean, when fast food came on the rise,
when fast food, came out,
hey, look, y'all remember with Cat Williams? I don't know if y'all saw that last stand up he had. He was talking about how come they running out of wings. I thought chickens came with 2 wings, 2 thighs, 2 wings.
Where the rest of the chicken? Exactly. But that's real. You know what I'm saying?
How we running out of anything?
Only that part though. Like where the, you know what I'm saying?
Where the wings going?
I thought we just start. start spitting out eating other animals. So I don't know.
Remember that episode of Martin when they made them Thanksgiving dinners and the turkey had the 3 legs?
Yes,
It's like, where you get that? Nigga said 1, 2, 3 legs. That's a real because they making these animals.
I just seen the steroid chicken. That
chicken's coming out.
Look like a dog.
Chicken's coming out 100 pounds with no beak, no feathers.
No, it's just like
nigga just came from for the chain game.
All right, matter of fact, where does Food Depot get them big ass chickens from?
No,
I don't shop at Food Depot.
No, I ain't been there in years, but I remember.
I don't know, and maybe I think
do for the sides.
I think it's
I don't get no
different.
meat, but I do for
I think
for the
it's
sides.
cheap.
I don't fuck with the meat though.
It just something about the depot part.
You ain't shit.
That's real talk. That's real talk.
Yeah, but
I
go to
they
Kroger.
get their shit from the same dispensary. One going to the yellow bottom for Food Depot, and one going to white bottom for Walmart.
No, I don't know.
Tip Top serve all this shit. Okay, it's all the same.
I go to Ingles. For the meats and stuff,
it from the same place.
But they have
packaging is a motherfucker.
What I'm saying is the man be in the back cutting the meat. Fuck you talking about?
Hey, you can tell when you go to Food Depot, the vibe is just.
It's all dim. You don't ever notice that the lights be all dark.
It's always old people working.
You know what I'm saying?
Nobody.
Like it smells like onions.
It do.
You know,
unmade floor.
You know, it's just
it's different, girl. I get it.
I don't. I haven't been into inside like a Food Depot in a really long time.
I haven't been in years.
You know,
long time.
like
you know what though? That's how I feel about damn, what's that place called? The one where you
better not say the Dollar Tree.
Aldi?
No, there you go. That's how I feel about Aldi.
No,
you know what?
All this is actually farm raised local shit. Though,
right?
Like, for real, like their shit is real.
To be okay. So back in it when all these first came out, people thought it was off brand because it was local and everything was like local and home. You know,
that's
but for real, in real life, like all these and stuff, the fruit and stuff, it's fresher and it's better.
It's from farms.
And it's from that stuff that's around here. It's just it's not the brands and really what it is in society. We want the name brand, we want the Kellogg's, we want the. But I had went to this farmers market, like that stuff that don't be having. You know, the stuff it be good and it tastes better and it tastes.
Aldi's was up north at first. When
you know
I was
what I'm saying? And
Illinois,
it's coming up. It's coming up. You know what I'm saying? And the stuff is actually.
And the meat don't got no damn hormones. Or
you know, it be fresh.
It does. At the farmers market, they be having. Do
y'all get your quarterback out of shopping cart?
Yes.
Give my motherfucking quarter.
My shit back. And I ain't getting no bags. I can put my shit in boxes because they don't give out bags.
Diamonds.
Diamond in the
rough segment.
Y'all know my goal is always to uplift the Black community. Always 100%. I always try to highlight the best of our community, young or old, doesn't matter. So I'm gonna highlight Miss Madison Harrison. Okay. And at age 3, she picked up her first camera, and at age 7, she started taking pictures of girls with their dolls and boys with their trucks. And that actually gained momentum, and she realized she was really good at it. Her mom started her event business that inspired her to start her own photography business called Photos by Madison. And this actually got her invited to the U.S. Women's Summit by Michelle Obama and Oprah. Yeah. And she was able to take pictures of them and actually do her dream of taking pictures of Barack Obama.
That's crazy.
And eventually she got invited to Steve Harvey's show, and she got to take selfies with John Legend, which she said she loved.
That's fine.
And eventually that led to her meeting and taking pictures of Tyler Perry and working with Tyler Perry closely and T.D. Jakes. And then her dream is to go to Paris and experience the culture, take pictures, and basically become bigger than what she could ever dream of. That's her ultimate goal. She actually had her own column for 2 years straight in a kids magazine called Fab Kids, where she actually just interviewed celebrity children.
That's fire.
And they got nice stuff on that website. I've been on there before.
Oh, that's tight. That's cool.
And if y'all want to check out her photos or even connect with her, y'all can go to photosbymadison.com and holler at your girl.
Shout out to Madison.
Fire. You said she's 7 now?
Well,
that's
now
crazy.
She's like 12 or 13.
I'm doing something wrong. My baby finna be 2. And this nigga still be like, hey, this bitch still taking pictures out here.
She took her first picture at 3.
That's fine.
I'm doing something wrong.
That's what I said. Shout out to these parents, man. They really be
on their kid. You know what I'm saying?
It's all about what you put in your kids.
You got to breathe life into them. Yeah, for sure.
I saw this video today, And that's the Diamond in the Rough section.
Diamond, right, man.
Uplift.
Shout out.
Thank you for that.
Shout out to her. What's her name one more time?
Madison Harrison.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw a parent going through a lot of pictures of rappers with their kids.
I saw that,
Their kids didn't know who the fuck these people was.
Yeah,
and I was
that's
like,
good.
why would they?
That's
Right.
good.
They don't even know who
You-
Pop Smoke, Cardi
You'd
B,
be
Nicki
surprised,
Minaj
though.
is. Oh, they know.
Kids
But
that
the
do
ones
the
that
signals
don't,
and everything.
yes,
Yeah.
and all
That's
that.
Pop Smoke.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
Remember
be
that
seeing
little boy
kids
at the party?
Yeah.
Right. Speaking
No,
of that,
for it.
I know a kid. I took my kids to a kids party. Now it was I'll never forget this song. This is when I first heard that that Pusha song, "Get It Back in Blood." When I say y'all, this little boy had to be maybe like 9. He was doing the gun motions, the ski mask, the throwing up old blocks.
He knew everything.
Everything.
Because he said he from the Oba.
Can
What?
you read out loud? Lil?
And my kid's sitting there like, I don't know this song. I know damn well you don't know this song.
Okay.
Like,
I wonder if
keep
he
it
could
that way.
read out
You know
loud
what
though,
I'm right,
in the
type
middle of the
shit.
class.
Type shit.
That's crazy.
Hey, that was another good episode,
Man,
man.
that felt good.
The Hip Hop
That felt
Millennials,
good.
we
You
are
guys.
back, and we're gonna do this shit every week.
Right, man.
Every week.
Keep these numbers going
Keep
up,
these numbers
man.
going
Like,
up.
subscribe,
Support,
share
right,
this
y'all.
bitch. We see y'all. We feel it. I feel it.
Yeah, exactly.
I
We feel the
Look,
love.
she said, I feel it.
I feel it. I feel it, man. I feel it. I
Y'all
feel it.
Definitely,
Better.
yes. And we going up, and we get better and better. The chemistry, y'all see the chemistry is there.
Man.
TK, shout out your clothing brand.
Hey, y'all already know
Quick for you.
TrueKings.com.
And y'all go get that.
TrueKingsClothing.com.
Get that
Come
drip.
cop, you know what I'm saying?
Get that drip.
Appreciate you.
Oh yes, man. And I am Cashews,
This your boy
Your
TK.
girl Diamond.
And it's your girl Taste T.
and we are.
Hip Hop Millennials Podcast.
Thank y'all for
Hey.
listening.
Thank you.
I told you we more for every time.